Good day, Lionel. This is your lesson review of your lesson you took with me yesterday. Lionel, I got your email asking about the difference between a one-plane and a two-plane swing, and I was actually just in the middle of writing you back, but I decided, you know what, this might be the better way to actually show you the difference between a one-plane and a two-plane swing. So taking a look at the two swings here, a one-plane swing, essentially what it is just as it sounds. It's a swing that stays on one plane the entire way, whether it's backswing or follow through. It stays on a pretty similar path regardless. For example, if I was to draw parallel lines with your shaft angle, I'd address butt end of the club down to the ball, and various other aspects, you're going to find that the club wants to stay on the same plane as it does the whole way through. Now, the opposite of this is a two-plane swing, and you're absolutely correct when you say that the higher swing arc will go on more of a two-plane swing. However, with your swing, the way you had it, it was a higher-handed swing, and the problem was that you were still coming down on the same plane even though your hands were higher. When you're coming down on the same plane as you were before, with your hands a little bit higher, it's going to lead to an over-the-top move, and that over-the-top move is what was actually causing... I got a lesson coming up. Yeah. Coming over the top and cutting across the ball hard. Sorry about that, Lionel. As well, just kind of taking a look here at the flatter position that we're in now from the top position here. You'll notice that when we're coming down inside the plane here now, we're starting to catch the ball near the middle of the face and hitting some really good shots. In fact, some of those 8-irons were going pretty good distance too. The biggest thing that I've noticed is impact position. We had to change that up. And the way I did it was actually pretty simple. I told you to hit a thin heel, and it kind of changed up our heavy toe miss that was happening. I gave you some impact tape to help with this because I think really understanding where your impact is going to help shape the swing into the period it needs to be in. If you do this a lot, soon enough you will hit thin heel. And that's the point where you don't need to really do it anymore. It's just something that will need to be kept going with and kind of working with here. But as far as the positions go here, you can see that this arm isn't covering up your face nearly as much. A little bit higher hand position before than there is now. You're definitely taking it a little bit lower into the swing, and what it's allowing you to do is just bring that club a little bit more into that inside path. This again is just what we're going to be working on. Getting you to the inside path is number one for me, and being able to hit draws reliably is the number two. It seems like you've got a really good understanding of the golf swing and the aspects of the golf swing. So just keep taking this, Lionel. You're doing great. You got the path now coming to the inside. It's going to be more about timing, tempo, contact on the face, and just rearranging bits and pieces here. Because I'm starting to see draws, I'm starting to see great, really solid shots, and some great distance out of you. So keep it up. If you have any questions, Lionel, you can always reach me at my email. That email again is clavalley@golftown.com. And I thank you again for the lesson, Lionel, and I will see you soon.